What time is it? I'll look at it in a second. We're leaving camp. We got about within 0.2 miles of the cheese factory, and found a campsite, so we decided to stay here. And I think it's close to 7 o'clock, but I'm glad we did, because all we heard was screaming and yelling from further up the trail, and I'm assuming that's a cheese factory site, because there's like 8 or 10, between 8 and 10 campsites there, and it's next to a road, so I kind of thought it would be busy, but apparently it was filled with lunatics. So we were far enough away to where that didn't disturb us, but had a pretty crappy night. Couldn't get a good lay in my hammock. I think the trees I was attached to were too close. That's usually when I have a bad night, is when the trees are too close. So, but you gotta take what you can get. We got 13 miles today, and then that's it for us. We'll be back at Dix Creek Gap, and hopefully all will be well with our Jeep. Hopefully everything will be intact. I'm anticipating that today is not going to be as bad as the first day, and probably not as strenuous as yesterday. Although we are doing 13 miles, I think most of it is decent. Not decent, like decent, but like we'll be descending. So should do well. We got to go to the first thing we got to do here in the morning is get water from the cheese factory site, because my what is it? Bladder. My bladder is bone dry, and I absolutely need water. Water is essential. But we're going to do the same thing we did yesterday, break every 2 hours. I think the problem that we had yesterday is that we got to Indian Creek Gap. It took us 3 hours to get to Indian Creek Gap, or close to it. And instead of stopping, we decided to keep going. And we should have braked for a little bit at Indian Creek Gap, because then we had to climb, part of the climb up Trey Mountain. And after climbing up and over Rocky Mountain, hitting Trey Mountain right after is not such a good idea. But we got done with it, and I was a little jittery. When I got to camp, I was feeling nauseous and jittery and whatnot. And Sarai gave me the Tootsie Pop she got from Ron, and I ate that. And just like a light switch, I just came right out of it. So I'm glad we had some onboard sugar, because I felt like I was crashing hard. So I'm going to stop this and hit the trail proper. So I'm already on the trail, but whatever. Catch you in a bit. I don't think I ever take a video of us filling water, but this is what we do. Come to places like this. See, you thought that that little metal pole, tube or whatever was bad. We're getting it out of that little hole in that rock over there. But the water's clean, really clean. So yep, just filling our bottles. Recording. Shit. Hold on. I don't think I was recording. Okay. Because I don't think I was recording. Trey Gap, Indian Grave Gap. We're at Trey Gap. This is not that impressive. It's not like the other gaps that we've seen that connect to roads. This is just kind of up in the mountains. So it makes me wonder what's in store next. I think I see a giant mountain through those trees. I know we were going to have to climb out, but I thought we were going way lower before we started climbing. And we may still. Hard to say. Okay, my expectations are now fulfilled, because here's the parking lot for Trey Gap. Part of me wishes we were parked right here. And that is a 90% part. Ooh, that's an interesting Jeep. Rubicon. And here's the road, Trey Gap Road. We're unfortunately going up that behemoth. So, oh boo. Halfway up Trey Mountain. And this is the view from probably the only place we can get a view from. But it's pretty nice. This doesn't look at all like what I'm seeing. There, that looks closer to it. It's funny how the camera just changes the view. Very, very nice. I could get used to this. Here's yet again another view from Trey Mountain. Facing the opposite way. Can you hold this for a second? Oh, never mind. Sorry about that. I was trying to zoom in and ended up closing the app out. Quite nice. I think these views are just what I needed. No. As you can see, I'm pretty beat. Today's not going to be a good day. I'm completely out of energy. I did not bring enough food or the right food for this trip. So, a lot of climbing and I'm not feeling it. Alright, here we are at a Trey Mountain Shelter. Well, the approach to Trey Mountain Shelter, which we're going to go to, take a little break, because I need some sort of energy. Ugh, and I may need to refill my water, because holy hell, I've been drinking a lot of water, and we're only 2 hours into our trip, and we drank a lot of water. I drank a lot of water. I don't know, I'm not thinking straight. It's going to be a tough day, because of the 2 hours that we've walked, I think we've really only done 2 miles, so it's not looking good. Not looking, how should I put it, encouraging. This is going to be a long day. A long day. Well, here we are at Trey Mountain Shelter. Nice. I suppose the water's down there. Taking my stuff out of my pack so I can fill my water bladder. Sorry, it's over there. Whoop. Woo. It looks like we're coming up to a gap. We've been walking for almost an hour now since we left Trey Mountain Shelter. Oh, this is to go get water. This, I think, is a gap, but because there's a water source off there. I don't know where that leads. Oh, to a campsite over there. I see it now. But that is no place to get water, because that's 150 feet down, which isn't bad until you have to come 150 feet back up in a tenth of a mile. That sucks. Yeah, why not? Sarai's gonna go pee. Ho ho ho. Okay. We have come to Swag of the Blue Ridge. And here's the sign to confirm it. I guess it's a campsite. It's not really a gap. Addis Gap is next. But we're going to take our break here and cool our feet, because we got a little bit of a climb here. And then we've got Addis Gap and then Kelly Knob, which is going to be the ball breaker of the day. So, not looking forward to that. Okay, we're now leaving Swag of the Blue Ridge. We took a little break. We didn't really eat. We're going to wait till we get to Addis Gap, which is right before Kelly Knob, which will be our last substantial climb for this trip. And this climb's not going to be very fun, but it's going to be a little bit of a climb. Then we descend into Addis Gap, and then the pain begins. So luckily we're almost done. We got 7.5 miles to go. We've already gone 30 miles so far on this trip, which is saying a lot. But yeah, we got a ways to climb, so I'm gonna stop this for now. Round Top is where we're at. It's a bit of a climb, but we made it. Now, we still haven't got to Addis Gap yet, but that's where we're on our way to. What'd you say? All the way down to Addis Gap, yeah. And then the real climb. I was just talking about this mountain on the way up, Wisteria. It's not that bad. It's just our energy is depleted. We have 3 wraps, like cream cheese and pepperoni wraps left, and a few granola bars, and that's it for food. So we're gonna have to just munch on all of that before we hit what's it called? Kelly Knob. And we'll just have to beat ourselves to death getting up that. Then beyond that, there's only one other insignificant climb. It was like 150 feet, I think. I say insignificant, but any climb at this point is significant because we are lacking energy greatly. We got passed by a guy who started at Neal's. We didn't ask when. Who hiking with his dog. Just met up with him. He's on his way to Dix Creek Gap too. So he's definitely gonna get there before us. He said he thought we'd be in the vicinity of one another. No, we won't. Because we're gonna take a break at Addis Gap and eat before we tackle Kelly Knob. So we're trying to take our time. But after Addis Gap, we've got I don't even know. I think at Addis Gap we'll have 4 more miles to go. So, and it's already after 1. I don't know exactly what time it is, but we're beat. We are definitely beat. So, more at Addis Gap. We just stopped to get water at Sassafras Gap. It was an 80-foot descent in 0.1 mile. We're we're on our way up 150 feet. Probably over a third of a mile. It is easy peasy compared to what we just climbed. But I still hold true. We needed the water. Especially when we get to Addis Gap. Because we're gonna definitely sit for a little bit and eat. Get our strength up a bit. Take the last of our ibuprofen. And march up that goddamn knob. It's gonna be make or break. So we will see you at Addis Gap. Well, I guess we've made it to Addis Gap. It's definitely not what I was expecting. Tray Mountain Wilderness, Chattahoochee National Forest. Let me just say, Tray Mountain has been terrible. Shallow Creek, WMA, whatever the hell that is. And then there's the path to the water. Here's a campsite. 0.5 miles, huh? Shit. Maybe it wouldn't have been that bad. Addis Gap, Dix Creek Gap is 5.3 miles from here. Which makes me sad because I thought for sure it was only 4 miles from here. Ugh. Oh, time to take a break. Well, we're on our way up, whatever the hell this is, Kelly Knob. Got a decent view here. We've been coming up for quite a ways. Ooh, that's a good breeze. Gotta love the breeze. You know, I never get tired of seeing them. The nice thing is, it's like when you climb something like this, after a while you just want to see that. That's a good thing you do, because if you didn't see anything, this would all be worthless. As much as I didn't think it was possible, we are at the top of Kelly Knob. And it only took us a little over an hour, so it's not bad considering this is day 3 and we're really low on everything. So this is the view, pretty nice. But yeah, we're wore out. I'm sweaty as hell. Sorry, sweaty as hell. We just want to go home.
I just want food.
Yeah, I want real food. So we go down a bit to the next gap, and then we make another little climb. Not as bad as this. And then I think we hit another gap, and then one tiny little climb, and then we're out. Well, just, you know, after the huge descent from the last gap. So we'll see you at the gap. I think it's Deep Gap that we're going to now. Could be wrong. We're still making our way down, whatever this is, Kelly Knob. Call me crazy, but it seemed like it took less time to get up it. I could be wrong. Well, it took us an hour or so to get up it, so I don't know how long it's been so far. I didn't check the time, but it just seems like it's been taking forever. We're now at Deep Gap. The shelter and water is that way. We are not going that way. We are going that way. I don't know if we're going to stop and break for a second or what. If you want to just sit, maybe. I'd be fine with that. My feet kind of hurt. Well, the climb out of Deep Gap was pretty steep. I think that was actually steeper than Kelly Knob. It was a good climb, but it was short, so not too bad. We are descending now into Moreland Gap, and then just one more. Or maybe the climb is before Moreland Gap. I don't know. We'll find out soon enough. But got one more climb. It's not going to be as steep, and then it's pretty much descent from there. We'll have one tiny little climb after that, like 50 feet, and then it's really basically just all downhill from there, all the way to our Jeep. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to getting off the trail, being in a comfortable setting. Looking forward to air conditioning. Although the nights here have been pretty cool. They really have. We haven't really had any problems staying cool at night. Yeah, today was our hottest day. But throughout the early mornings, it's pretty cool. It's like once it gets around noon and on, it's pretty hot. But yeah, I had my ups and downs on this trip. Day 1 was terrible. Day 2 was pretty good. This morning was awful. But it mellowed out, actually. It got better, which I thought it was only going to get worse. So I'm glad it did. So, yeah. Okay, I guess we are going to ascend before Moreland Gap, so we'll see you at Moreland Gap. I want to get a shot of this because it's just amazing what you miss when you're plowing through an area. We're on our way down to Moreland Gap now. We've got one little climb left, and it's downhill to Dix Creek Gap for like a mile or so. And that's it. that was stupid. She was taking my picture. I should have filmed something other than her pack. But yeah, this looks pretty cool. It's like a canopy of this. So, yeah, I'll pick it back up at Moreland Gap this time. Promise. Okay, with very little fanfare, this is Moreland Gap. Not much to it. So now, I guess we go down a little bit more, and then we do our final ascent, and then descent to Dix Creek Gap, the final destination. It's a little bit after 6, and I want to get off this trail so bad. My feet are killing me, and it's time to be done. So I don't know where I'll pick this up again next. Probably on our, after we get over the, well, once we figure out what we're doing, because we're still descending when we should be ascending. So I don't know about that. So all right, I'm gonna shut this off now. There's a little something along the way down to Dix Creek Gap. We're in the final half a mile. Actually, we're under that now. And yeah, it's been a long and exhausting 3 days. My feet are hurting. Stride's feet are hurting. We're both tired and exhausted. And we are going to be done very, very soon. Well, this is it. Dix Creek Gap. And the end of our journey is just through this little narrow area. Wipe the lens off a bit. I don't want to miss a moment. Oh, you're either going to hear adulation or a lot of cursing. You're going to hear adulation because we were debating on whether or not our Jeep would be towed. Thankfully, it has not been towed. So, and here we are. The end. And there's the Jeep. So that concludes our trip. It turned out to be a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Well, not a lot longer. 2 miles longer or so. With the addition of going off trail to get water, which sucked. But yeah, we're done. Appalachian Trail Section 2, Neal's Gap to Neal's Gap to Dix Creek, accomplished. I think it ended up being like 38 miles of the trail, and then like probably more closer to 39 with everything else. So yeah, awesome. Goodbye.